Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Autumn and the Black Jaguar, and this is from director Gilles de Maistre, and written by Prune de Maistre, and this film focuses on the story of Autumn, played by Lumi Pollock, who's this young woman from New York City who's a 14-year-old who previously had lived life in the jungle until tragedy struck. Her mother was killed, and her father and her moved off to America. And now her stuck with her teacher tagging along too, which I'll get that in a minute. She winds up going back to the jungle to try to protect her best friend, a black jaguar. The last black jaguar. This film tonally is all over the place because it's like at times like silly, fun, like kids' family movie. And I think the biggest issue is the the teacher character played by Emily Bett Rickards is so annoying. Is so overbearingly annoying. She overacts literally every single second on screen, and it's just grating. Like, the direction that she got to play this role this way made me not want to watch the movie at some points because she was that annoying. And you have that ridiculous, silly, over-the-top tone, and then there's moments where they're, like, almost being shot by poachers and stuff like that, and then it gets super serious out of nowhere, and I'm just like, this movie is really struggling with balancing what kind of tone that it wants to go with, and I think that's a big issue with the film. Narratively, this really hits all the beats that you expect it to. Autumn is exactly the character you expect her to be. There's not a lot of nuance or layers to her. There's not a lot of nuance or layers to this story. It's, she's going to stop at nothing to get there. And she's going to take down these poachers. You're all evil. And, you know, she's going to upset her dad. And, you know, and learn a lesson along the way. And that's exactly what this movie is and what it goes for. It's not particularly dynamic or interesting, fresh or unique. It's just very expected, approachable in terms of what you would expect from... If somebody read you the synopsis, you could probably beat for beat how this is going to go. Minus the fact that why the hell's her biology teacher getting caught up on this adventure too? And it's just absolutely ridiculous. And this character of Anya Rickard's character is so dumb and gets outsmarted so many times by a 14-year-old. The logic just goes out the window because, like, oh, you have to have all these fun little moments of her, like, sneaking away. And this film, I think, might scare kids towards the end, too, because, like, it gets overly serious. But, like, overall, this is about a girl and her cat. Her cat just happens to be a giant black jaguar. And you have all these flashbacks of her as a little girl playing around with this jaguar and being like, you know, you see a kid being like, that poor cat. Well, her being that way with a jaguar. And you're just like, and this thing didn't bite her. You have to check a lot of logic at the door. Just accept the cuteness of it all. And really hope that you don't get annoyed out of your mind by one particular character. But it has enough that I feel like this is a watchable film for like a family. I think the themes are in the right place and it has a good heart. So that goes a long way too. But at the end of the day, this is a pretty lackluster and expected kind of film. But it has that broad appeal potentially for the family. So, you know, watch it with the kids. But those are my thoughts on Autumn and the Black Jaguar. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.